Here's the tropics, and we got Tropical Depression 8 way out in the Atlantic. That's not going to be an issue for us. It's near Bermuda. We've got Grace down in the Caribbean, and then, of course, Fred making its way towards the Florida Panhandle this morning. Keeping an eye on Fred. The hurricane hunters are flying through it right now, and they just bumped up the winds to 60 mile per hour sustained. Pressure is down about 9 millibars since the 7 a.m. update, so it's a sign that it's strengthening, and it will continue to strengthen up until landfall more than likely. What does that mean? Well, it means a hurricane is possible. It could very well become a Category 1 storm before making landfall near Panama City or just towards the east of Panama City later on this afternoon. North movement is at about 10 miles per hour, but you can see their pressure at 993. It was at 10:02 at 7 a.m. So there's the track of it. It's going to be somewhere in here. It's running a little bit further to the east of the original track at 4 a.m. Of course, we won't get our next track update until 10, but it's going to be somewhere near Panama City later on this afternoon as we go, perhaps as a weak Category 1 storm. So I think it's going to surprise some people there with some of the winds. Tropical Depression Grace. This is a weak unorganized system down in the Caribbean. It's sitting just off the tip there towards Haiti. There are some pretty tall mountains here, so it'll be interesting to see how this tiny circulation interacts with those mountains. But generally, it's a pretty big area of showers and storms. The circulation's a little bit bigger than what Fred was, so probably not going to disrupt the system too much. We'll wait and see. Either way, it's moving west at 15. It'll be heading towards Jamaica and Cuba as we go into tomorrow, and it'll likely re-strengthen back to a tropical storm. So notice the track now keeps it south of Cuba. That means that this system's likely not going to make it very far north in the Gulf of Mexico. Could be a strong tropical storm, maybe even a hurricane as it gets towards the Yucatan on Wednesday and Thursday. Cancun, Cozumel could feel impacts from this. If you're traveling there later to the middle of the week, you need to watch the forecast closely. And then there it is heading west into Mexico, maybe South Texas by this weekend. So way, way far south of Louisiana. That means with that forecast, we would not feel any impact. So that high pressure will be building over us, and that blocks that thing from turning to the north. So that's why we're looking okay.